class definition also. And when we are writing the class name, when we are writing the class name, then what we have to do is we have to create an object by using this particular syntax. What is the syntax here? The syntax is we can write down the var keyword. We are writing the var keyword. Of course, we are writing the var keyword, but please have to understand the technology. When you are writing var means the var same var is used to create the array, same var used to create the string, same var is used to create the object also. That's why you are writing var means it does not mean it is a variable, but it is an object. So now what you need to do, you need to write the object name. After var, you should write down the object name. After object name, you should write down the new keyword. So here, new operator. What is the new operator? When we discuss about operators in the Java, we discuss substitution operator. That is what new. So by using this new, what we can do, we can create new instance, new memory location. That's why we are writing new. After that, you have to write down the class. We are calling it class constructor. Of course, class constructor is the class constructor. So class constructor. And here if you wish, you can write down the list of arguments. List of arguments. And here in this particular syntax, list of arguments whatever are there are optional. It is not mandatory to write in each and every application. Depends upon the problem. This list of arguments are optional, not mandatory part to write in every option. So for example, if you take the previous class, ABC, here we have the class ABC. If you take ABC, then from the ABC, how can you create an object here? You can add a first keyword. What is the keyword? And what I'm writing, we can write object name as anything. Here also, I'm writing one more important point. How we have some restrictions to create a class name. Just like that, we have some restrictions to create object name. Object name should not start with the beginning. Object name should not start with the beginning. That's the only restriction. So you can, other than that, you can write anything as object name. For example, here what I'm writing, obj1. So I'm giving the object name as obj1. obj1 is equals to, after that obj1, we have to write down the new keyword, new operator. So I'm writing new operator here. After that, you have to write down the class name. As my class name here, but here I'm not writing any list of. Why I'm not writing any list of arguments? In that class, I'm not using any variables. I'm not using any data. That's the reason why I'm not writing that. So that is what we want to object creation. So I hope all of you understand what is a class and how to create a class and what is an object, how to create an object. We are using the var keyword, but please keep in mind var keyword is nothing but it is a very common keyword we use to create the variables, arrays, and objects. So just like that, we are going to create some objects for the given. And after that, after creating objects, we can implement the following features. We will discuss about the data encapsulation, abstraction, integration, polymorphism in detail later. But I will let you give you outline. What is abstraction? What is inheritance? What is polymorphism? Just I would like to give you brief definition. That's it. Later, the implementation part. How to implement the encapsulation? How to implement the abstraction? How to implement the inheritance? That will be discussed later in the upcoming class. Because we are not implementing the class and object, right? So after implementing the class and object, we will implement the encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, as well as polymorphism. But try to understand the definition of encapsulation, definition of abstraction, definition of polymorphism. So what is encapsulation? Full definition. Combine data is called as data encapsulation. This is a simple definition. So now we may not understand what is this combining data or combining data and functions together. That we may not understand. But I'll try to give you some simple. Here I'm going to give you some simple understanding. So you can see that I'm selecting the word called capsule. C-A-P-S-U-L, capsule. From the encapsulation. So if you understand about encapsulation, try to understand this word capsule. What do you understand about capsule? So we know that we will call dimension capsule. We will call capsule. Of course, there are tablets, there are capsules, both are. But can anyone give me any difference between capsule and a tablet? Anyone? It's a very general, common question. Have you seen that capsule and tablet? Do you find any difference between capsule and tablet?
Yes.
Yeah. Anybody can give it. What's the difference? Yes. Good. Anybody?
Capsule is in India popular paper shape.
Yeah, that's good. Yes, that's good. That's good. So, as Rahul said, it is made up of multiple formulas. Then the capsule. If you see the tablet, if you are calling something as a tablet, means it may be available in only one color. White, pink, blue, red, whatever it is. Available in a single color. Why they are having with a single color? Because the entire tablet is made up of only one formula. It does not contain multiple formulas in that tablet. That's why we call it a tablet. But if you observe the capsule, you can see multiple colors first of all. Like white and like yellow and white, blue and white, blue and green. You can see multiple colors. Same capsule on the left side, why they are giving multi-colors there? In order to mention that this half of the color is one formula and the rest of the half is another formula. So they are combining two different components together as a single. That's why they are calling it capsule or capsulation. You can also call that capsulation. So here also, what we are doing, for example, let me ask you one more question. For example, yesterday you guys have written function to check whether the student is passed or failed. You have written the function. Whether the function will work with only one student. If I pass some other student data, the function will not work. Even if you are passing another student data to the same function, that is okay. And you will give the results depends upon the input what you are doing. So that other student is nothing but another object. That other student is nothing but another data. So if you combine that data and this function together as a single unit, you can perform one operation. That is nothing but we are calling the encapsulation. So combine the data to perform a specific operation called as encapsulation. And then the abstraction. Basically, in English itself, we have a abstraction called as ID. What is this ID? Data hiding agency. Data hiding agency. Basically, data hiding is nothing but where we are not giving entire information to the end user. That means what is the web application, what it is doing, how it is doing. We are not giving what we are going to do. We are going to give the user required information, user required data on the user system. That and we are not going to reveal what we are doing, what we are performing inside the application, what it is doing, how it is doing, and what is the other data we have. We are not going to take all these things into consideration. We will avoid all these things and we will only use the required information. That is what data abstraction. Hiding the data, hiding the process from the end user is called as data abstraction. And coming to the inheritance. What is the inheritance? Deriving properties of one class into another class. So very simple. So when you are writing multiple classes in a single Java script program, you can write any number of classes. You can write any number of classes. So before what is the technical part aspect, and you can see like example from daily life. So basically, you have some properties of your parents. Like you may look like your father, you may look like your mother, or else you may think like your father, you may think like your mother, you may do the work like your father, you may do work like your mother. So just like that, you have some properties of your parents. So along with your parents' properties, you may have some other your own properties also. So when you are having your parents' properties, that means you derive some properties from your parents. In such a way, in JavaScript also, whenever we need to write down multiple classes which requires to perform the same kind of operation, then we no need to write down the same code in multiple classes. Instead of writing the same code in multiple classes, we will inherit that class into another class in a single line. Then automatically all the operations whatever we are performing in one class, that operations will be performed from the other class also. So in order to achieve that, we are going to write down the inheritance. For example, I am writing two classes. For example, class A is there. Inside of class B, I am doing some operations. After that, I am writing one more class. That maybe the class B is there. So assume that I am writing these two classes, class A and class B. So when you are writing class A and class B, I want to perform some operations in class A. What are the operations? I am performing two operations. What are the operations? Addition and subtraction. And when it is coming to class B, in class B, I need to perform four operations. What are the four operations? I need to perform the addition operation, subtraction operation, multiplication operation, and division operation. So here what are the operations I am performing? Here I am performing only two operations, that is what addition, subtraction. Let us assume that this addition operation is containing some 1000 statements, this subtraction is containing some 1500 statements. And now in the class B, I need to perform the same addition operation, I need to perform the same subtraction operation, I want to perform new operations like some multiplication operation and division operation. So generally, in order to perform the addition operations, we are writing 1000 statements. If we don't have the inheritance, then what we have to you have to rewrite the same 1000 statements. You have to rewrite the same 1000 statements here also in the class. Then that will increase the program length. And if this one performs subtraction, we will write the same class 300 statements in the class. That will increase the length of the program and it increases the complexity of the program. So in order to avoid that, we no need to write down the addition and the subtraction in the class B. But even without writing that addition and subtraction inside of class B, we can perform the addition and subtraction operation of the class B by inheritance. So what we will do, I'm not writing the actual technical part, we will derive So what we are going to derive that A. So when we derive A, what happens? But by inheriting the class into other classes, you can reach the same code but in number of times. So that in order to into the whole the web application, and coming to the last one, that's what calling. So basically, you have a very simple definition with calling. What is the definition we have? It is a ability. More than one ability to take more than one form is nothing but quality. So by observing this definition, you may not understand it. This is one word you may not understand it. But I will like give you a simple example to understand about this quality. So what is the example? Let us take yourself. You are an example of how somebody like you and me are the best example of quality. For example, you are there. You are in XYZ. You are in XYZ. And now let us consider this XYZ person in different situations. For example, XYZ is sitting inside a class and the lecturer is taking the class. Now, how you will behave? You will behave like this. And after college, okay, college is finished. After college, while going back to home, you are along with your friends. When you are along with your friends, will you behave like how you behave in the class while some lecturer is taking the class? No, you will behave properly because the lecturer is taking the class and you have to behave like a student. But when you are with your friends, can you be like that? No, you will open up your friends. You will share your thoughts will come. Like that you will go. That's what when you are being with the friends. Later, after going back to your father, of course, everybody will be with others. We have the emotions. But not father, then you will. And when you have your father also, then you will be. When you are with your elder brother, when you are with your elder brother, so you are the only person. You are the only person, but you are expressing different behaviors depends upon the situation. There are no multiple personalities. There are no multiple personalities of the person to behave differently. The same personality is behaving differently depends upon the situation. So in such a way, in object-oriented programming also, you will create an object. You will create an object, but the object cannot perform, cannot behave same kind of behavior in every situation. The same object will behave like something as a friend. The same object will behave like a son. The same object will behave like a brother. The same object will behave like a student. So depends upon the situation, depends upon the scenario. The same object cannot So that all kind of things we can develop by using the polymorphism. Here, basically, this polymorphism is a combination of two different words. What are the two different words? One is a poly, other one is a morphism. So, what is the by poly and what is the by morphism? Poly means and the morphism means so many forms you can say that. So the ability to take more than one form is called as polymorphism. You have the technique. You have the ability to perform, take more than one form because you are being like a student, you are being like a friend, you are being like a brother, you are being like a family, various roles depends upon the situation. So in such a way, we can write down, we can see write down different operations depends upon the situation by using the polymorphism. So that's what about the polymorphism here. So now what we do, we write only one simple program to understand what is the class, how the class will work, and how can we provide some value, what are the things we can consider. These are the things we will write here, and we can understand what is the class. Alright, let me open one file, class HTML file. That means body part, I would like to write down some script here. So within the script, what I would like to write down, I would like to write down one class here. So for what we will write a class, we will write a class student. Okay. So now what I'm doing, I'm writing some class. After writing the class keyword, we should write down the class. I told you class keyword, so we should write down in lowercase. Class name should be the should start with the capital letters. So I'm writing some class name as student. After writing the class name in the class, we should write down the class definitions. So basically, what kind of things I'm going to write down here on the class? I would like to print the student data. Print the student data is my function here. So under this function, what I would like to write down, I would like to write down some. Write some data. For example, I would like to write down some document.title here. Document.title. So in this document.title, I would like to print the details right now. Student details. So I would like to display the student details one by one. So what are the student details I can display? Like student name, like student hall number, like these I would like to display one by one. So here I would like to write the number First, let me write on the break command, break tag to come to the time. After that, I would like to display the name here, the name of the student. So, in order to display the name of the student, in order to display the name of the student, what you have to write down the name here. So, we will take the name here. So, when you are writing the name, you need to cover the name here. Within the class, you have to give the name here. Without giving the name, we cannot print the name here. So, in order to print the name, what you have to do, we have to use the constructor. So, without using constructor, without using the constructor, we cannot any input to the object. So, for that, what you have to do, you have to write down one constructor. So, after opening the constructor, so here, after opening the constructor, what kind of details you want to give? So, I would like to give the name of the student. I would like to give some alternate number of the student, and I would like to give some course of the student. I would like to give some year of the student, and which year of the student. These are the four details I would like to give as an input to the students for each part. So now what I'm doing here, in order to give the value, in order to give the value, in order to give the student name to this name, we have to write down this dot, and the name is equal to and this we have to write down name and the semicolon. So we will write this plus what will happen, the name what we are passing to the constructor will be assigned to the name variable. Just like this, we have to write down this dot ht number is equal to ht, and again this dot course is equal to course. Just like this. And the last one here, so this dot here. So why we are writing this here? I mean this particular keyword called by we are defining that this particular value belongs to this particular constructor. All the periodic that they are belong to this class. We are writing this here. And after writing here what I am writing, I will actually print this dot name. So then what will happen? Whatever the name will be passed, that name will be here. And after that again I would like to write down the name here. And after that name I would like to write down this name. Whatever this one teacher. Then I would like to less what the hall ticket number is or hall ticket number. In such a way we can write down the hall ticket number. And after that I would like to write down this particular course also. So course what is the course? This dot, and finally I would like to display the year also. Tag here and the year of study. In that course what is the year of study? For that I'm going to yes this dot here. Then we finished with the print student data function. So now here this is the closing of the class. After closing of the class, what we have to do? We have to create an object for the class. Until unless if you create an object, you are not going to access anything. So what is the syntax? var is a right common keyword, right? For every class and object. After that object we have to create. So my object is nothing but S1. Student number 1. So for student number S1 is equal to new, and after that we have to write the class constructor and the class constructor. Here class constructor is nothing but you can take as class name itself. No need to write down anything else. You can write down the class name itself. What's the class name we are writing? Student. So you can write down the student. For the student, you can see on the screen itself. You can write down the name, contact number, course, and year. These are the things we have to write down. So what I'm trying to do here, I'm writing the name first. So name is nothing but, for example, when you are writing the string value like name or name and quotes. So name is nothing but, for example, I'm writing something like is the first name. After that name, I need to give the hall ticket number. Hall ticket number is maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And after the hall ticket number, we have to give the course. Let us give the course as CSC, double course because it's a string, right? So I'm writing the double course, and after that year is nothing but we are studying third year of degree. Let's assume the third year. So you should eliminate give it down. So why we are not giving the double course? Because we are requiring one and multiple number is a numerical number, and that's why I'm not giving the double quotes. But in case if you consider your roll number, yesterday we discussed about a string example, right? If you consider your roll number, that should be given as a double quotes only. So in such a way, I'm creating one object. After creating an object, what I'm doing, I'm calling the print student data by using this object. So what I'm doing, I'm using s1 dot print student data. So I'm calling this particular function. So when we are writing this s1 dot print student data, what will happen? That particular function print student data will be executed, and this particular data is going to be assigned to this name or ticket number here. Let us method and then that function. This function is used to fill the data, and after that we are closing the class. Then after closing the class, we are expecting to give some object here, and after creating object we are calling the function. There is no error in the we are not giving any. This one is not defined. Unfortunately, this one is okay. I'm sorry guys. Here we are using the capital S1, and here we are writing the small S1. That's why it's giving the number. See the result here. You can see the result. Student details are, we are getting the name as Anil Kumble, and we are printing the hall ticket number as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are writing the code as yes, and we are writing the year as 3. So like this, we can create any number of objects. For example, here what I am writing that, here I am creating one more object. Here is writing the object like and but here what I'm writing, I'm writing Anil Kumble, I'm writing something here, and then all the number is not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Let us take the more number is record here. So now you see that here we can see there's two student details. One is the first student details, and after that there is the second student details. In such a way, you can find one document or title. Document dot write element. So here within the next line, first student details are, then I'm going to update tag here on the next time. I would like to write on the same one more document or title before displaying the second student. So here I'm writing the same another one, but here I'm not writing the same first student details. I would like to do the second student. So what I'm doing, I'm keeping this entire thing in the ending. So let us write on this H3, and here also I'm writing the opening history here, and before this break tag I'm writing the closing history, because I'm writing that in as a ending. So it's here, of course it's a break tag, and here also let us save this one in the result. So you can see that here we are demonstrating the class and the object, but the first student details are, you can see that Anil Kumble 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 CSC and K, and the second student details are name Sachin, and holding number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and OC CSC and here are studies. So in such a way, we can write a class, and we can create as many objects as we want. Now I created only 2 objects, but you can create any number of objects. You can create any number of objects, and after creating objects, we can store any number of students' data, and here, if you want to give runtime value, if you want to give runtime value, you can give the runtime value also. So that's no problem. This is the way we can write only simple class and one function instead of a class, and we can create an object and we can access the object data from the class. So hope all of you understand about this one. If you have any particular doubt, you can ask me. Any doubt here? Who got 10 wickets in a test innings. Not only Indian player but also only cricketer. Alright, so we will wind up this session here, but what is the task you have to do? That you have to create one class, and you have to take inputs like name of the student, number of the student, marks of the student. Okay. And like that, for not only one student, you have to create minimum 5 or 6 students. Okay. You have to create 5 or 6 students, 6 objects in order to store 5 or 6 students. And after that, what you have to do, you have to ask the user to enter the student hall data. We are not going to display all the students' data. I am displaying students' data here, right? But you will not display all the students' data. What you have to do, you have to display only one particular student data which match with the user given hall ticket. And moreover, it is not display the data if the hall ticket number is not matching with any one of the student hall ticket number. For example, I have created a class. I have created a class with the student name, hall ticket number, name, class, and along with 6 subjects. Altogether it is 10 values. For one student, I am taking 10 values. Like that, I created some 5 students. So I was given 5 students different data. After giving 5 students different data, what I am doing, I am asking the user to enter the hall ticket number. If user enters a hall ticket number, if user enter the hall ticket number is matching with the first student data, then I am going to display the first student data. If the user given hall ticket number is not matching with the first student hall ticket number, then I am not going to check the first student data. I am going to check with the second student. If the second student data is matching with the given hall ticket number, I am going to check the second student. Just like that, the user given hall ticket number is matching with any one of the students, then that student data needs to be printed along with the result, like pass or fail, that's the average in the last one. And after that, if the student hall ticket number is not matching with any one of the students, then you have to display the invalid file or not student data not found. These are the hope you all understand. By along with the name, hall ticket number, year, you have to take 6 subjects as well. After taking 6 subjects, when we are printing the student data, you have to print the result also. Whether student is pass or fail, in order to check whether student is pass or fail, you have to check all the subjects must be greater than 55. And after checking that, you have to print the average result, that is pass or fail. Thereafter, you have to print the grade also. You have to print the grade also. To print the grade, A grade, B grade, C grade. By using Excel data, you have to print the grade also. You have to print the average also. These are the things we are expecting. Okay. Extend the entire in the class. Yeah. New class. There are okay. I'll mention that. Okay, Rahul. Thank you so much. Any more queries?
Sir, in the class, while creating class in JavaScript, we can create like a public class.
Yeah, yeah. You can do that. You can use the access machine. But I will mention that this class of course I explained that, right? But even I can that class can be class try to finish it by this video. Concepts and I'll give you some details. Everyone must be attending. Now respond your attendance. Yeah. Sushan, absent. Darshan. Darshan. Are you present? Absent. Ravindraj. Absent. Kirtan.
Yes, sir.
Samrat Patil.
Present, sir.
Bharat. Bharat. Yeah, right. Amit Raj.
Present, sir.
Rashid.
Sir.
Okay. Samit.
Present, sir.
Girish.
Present, sir.
Vinay.
Present, sir.
Deepak Pujari. Deepak Pujari. Mahesh.
Yes, sir.
Sayyad. Kumar.
Present, sir.
Rahul Pujari. Chirag. Chirag. Absent.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Ritik.
Present, sir.
Aditya.
Yes, sir.
Mohammad Rishan.
Present, sir.
Mohammad Sanaf.
Yes, sir. Present, sir.
Suraj.
Yes, sir.
Neil.
Present, sir.
Vishal. Vishal Nayak. Deepak.
Yes, sir.
Ketan.
Yes, sir.
Vikram Nayak.
Yes, sir.
Prasad.
Yes, sir.
Abhishek. Karthik.
Yes, sir.
Thank you guys. Thank you so much. I'll go to the assignment class. Any more
Thank you,
points?
sir. Thank you, sir.
Points?
No, sir.
Thank you. So meet you in the evening again.
Yeah!